Once again, good evening, YouTube family and friends. Oh, hell no. You broke it? My fucking controller sleeve. No, I didn't. How am I going to hang it up now? Somebody broke it. Somebody needs to get the switch. You had it in your hand. I didn't. Only time I had it in my hand is when I put it on when I was watching. Y'all, who broke it? Oh, I can't stand when y'all touch my stuff. It wasn't hanging up when it was brought to me. It wasn't hanging up when it was brought to you. That doesn't matter. It's still broke. That's what you hanged it up by. It was probably broke before it wasn't. I took it off. Not today. I took it from hanging. Yes, today. Okay. One of you broke my damn remote sleeve. Okay. I know it wasn't me because I didn't even touch the remote today. One of y'all touched it, and one of y'all is lying. Or maybe all of y'all is lying. Okay, let's be clear here. Dude, this man does the absolute most. Now, this live is supposed to have something to do with him. And he sits in my face this entire time, and then he tells me, I want to go smoke a cigarette before you press the button. I already pressed the button, bro. Okay. I'm sorry, I had something in my mouth. Okay, so the Family Feud game, I am pushing that to tomorrow. We're going to play it early because of all of the crazy stuff that happened today. I didn't get all my reels done. I only have like maybe 4 or 5 reels left. But I haven't uploaded any of my reels. So I'm gonna um, right now is the normal time. We'll do it maybe 2 or 3 hours earlier. So I don't want to, but it's okay though. Somebody's like you have to. It's rubber, so somebody had to work at it to break it. Hell to you, whoever broke it. But okay, so instead, we are going to go back to the basics. We are going to have a conversation just like we used to when we used to talk and sipping, huh? Oh, okay. Hold on, you guys. Okay, it's off. Okay, good. Yeah, so that everything can be Um, I got the questions from a Family Feud forum. So they're legitimate questions, and the legitimate people were asked the answers. And I found a template of the board so that the questions will appear on an actual Family Feud board. It's cool without actually playing it like on the television or the computer, just doing it the way that we normally do it. So it's perfect. It took me a while because you have to put your own spin on it. You have to do all the extra stuff to the template that you want to do. You have to add the questions. And if you want to add the answers, you have to add the answers. I didn't do that. I don't have that much space. So I do have the answers. We're just gonna, you get, it's on a point system, of course. You just get the points for the top, whatever answers, top six, top five, top four, whatever. Um, right. So yes, we're most definitely going back to the basics. So my husband asked me a question because he was watching something, and he asked me name my top female rappers of all time. Now, if you know, then you know about our whole little music review history and things like that. So we're hella used to, you know, these type of questions and answering them and giving our opinion on shit. So I want you to what's cracking. Why you got so close to me? Let's go. Turn up the tempo. Ask the question that you asked me.
Okay. This was Jada Kiss's top five.
She said, "Look him."
Queen yeah. Latifah.
In no order.
In no order. Queen Latifah, Foxy Brown, MC Light, and Nicki Minaj.
How you forget Kim?
I did say Kim. Okay, and Lil Kim.
So he asked me what did I think about it. And I told him, I said, well, now we're here on the live, so I can say it on the live. I said, what in the hell? Why would he put Foxy in that list? So you said
Foxy got bars.
He said Foxy got bars. I said, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? This is a of all time compared to certain people. Why would he put Foxy Brown on that list? So I said Foxy Brown is being placed on that list because she is riding off of the tit of Little Kim. When you think of Kim, you think of Foxy. That's the only reason why he had to put her on that list. And of course, paying homage and respect because of where the nigga is from. Same thing I feel about Queen Latifah and MC Light. MC Light is only put on this list because she's riding off the tit of Queen Latifah. It's like a homage and respect thing with these people. So your input. Oh, we got more input than we got.
Foxy got bars.
So I asked him to find me a song where Foxy her bars are just, dangerous. Like this bitch is a true lyricist on this song. Have you found it yet?
I didn't even look.
Even if you would have looked, you wouldn't have found it.
Look, all I know is Foxy kept that nigga hot because he kept her face in her puss. And now the nigga think he getting girls now because of his looks.
So, you think she should be on this list?
Honestly, After our conversation, no.
He said after our conversation. Look at
People,
me.
there
Had
were
changed
people that
your
were
mind.
forgotten. I didn't say the nigga's list was right.
What did you add? Oh, hold on. Ah. Testing, testing. Okay, there it goes. The circle wasn't moving. Okay. So it's his list. Just like you asked me what do I think, that's what you're being asked. That's nothing. We don't need to say this his list, this his, we know that already.
Yeah, there's people that was left off that were better. Like, Foxy can be replaced. And I feel Nikki can be replaced too.
Okay.
MC Light can be replaced.
So half of the list can be replaced.
Yes.
This is of all time.
Yes.
Continue. Or did you want me to say what I said?
Yeah,
And
you
then
say
we
what
can.
you said.
Okay, okay. So he did say that Nikki can be replaced, and I was like, hell no to him. So that is a whole nother conversation. We'll get into that later when he explains why he feels that Nikki can be replaced off that list. So what I said is paying homage because these are some East Coast niggas. They're gonna put a person like MC Light and Foxy Brown on the list when you could have replaced them with Missy Elliott. You could have replaced them with the Brat. You could have replaced them with someone who actually like had influence, someone who made a difference in the industry, someone who actually had bars and presence. You know what I mean? Instead of just putting people on the list because they had some type of connection to the ones that you really feel like deserve to be on the list.
That's not. I agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
What was that shit? Guaranteed to beat you Kanye after me.
Oh, you're such a cornball.
That's what happened in her song.
I know.
And it's yours if you get it real wet.
Baby, you're not making no point.
Look,
All you doing is just like saying lit. Baby, make points, please. You angry at me.
how the fuck am I angry?
I was about to get your face wet. I'm about to slap you and make you cry. So,
You got me fucked up.
no, but go ahead, finish.
But yeah, Missy had niggas wearing trash bags.
Who in the fuck was wearing a trash bag, baby?
Missy was.
No, you said she had niggas wearing trash
Everybody
bags.
put on a trash bag and tried to do that dance.
Oh God, they did though.
Yeah, I'm saying.
As a parody.
Even still, niggas still dancing in that trash bag.
Mm-hmm.
Missy had niggas dancing. Like, she put a lot of niggas on by having them in her videos because they were dancers. That's being influential, plus her bars are kids. Right, kids too. Like, for
yeah.
real.
Oh, she said they can replace them with salt and pepper.
See, they can't be in the group in the list because they're a group.
I mean, to be honest with you, they most definitely can be in the list as a group. But it's motherfuckers that rap better than them.
But see, if you putting in groups, like even though they songs.
Oh, she said she's just kidding, but she loved them.
You can put in TLC because they had rap in their songs.
No, you cannot. You'd have to say Left Eye. So no.
Hey, she still had bars.
Yeah, but you'd have to say her by herself. Listen, she wouldn't even touch that fucking list. I'm just confused at where your mind is when it comes to who you picking. She wouldn't even touch that list, bruh.
It's a lot of people that can be on the list. For real, when it comes to female rappers.
Okay, so based off of his list.
Oh, like the other one said, Brad. I can deal with the list minus take MC Light and Foxy off that list.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cool with it like that. But replace them with Missy and the Brat.
Okay. So let's get on this Nikki thing. Because you said she could be taken off the list.
She can.
And replaced with who? First, why? And then replaced with who?
Um, shit, the new Nikki.
Who's the new Nikki?
Meg.
I most definitely do not think that Meg is the new Nikki. I personally feel like if she was going to be, well, I'll give it to you. You know, I'm gonna be honest. I will give you that because if I have to give the new Kim, I have to give that to Cardi. So, yeah, I'll give you Meg as the new Nikki, but they kind of still, in the same like era. So, like, you know what I mean?
I get what you're saying.
Like maybe if we was to say that like Glorilla is the new Nikki and Sexy Red is the new Kim, then yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I, if listen, if you're going to put, okay, so
I'm not Glorilla. What's the other one? Sexy Red ain't got no bars.
Yeah, we know she ain't got no bars. That's not the point. We were talking about Nikki and Kim. Um,
Both of them got bars.
No, listen.
They can hang with niggas on the mic.
Sweetheart, me and you are not looking at this the same. You just said that somebody is the new somebody. You took a bitch off the list. So basically you trying to say she ain't no fucking lyricist. I'm just confused. Now you trying to say the new this person and that person needs to be a lyricist and that's it. We can't say that Sexy Red is the new Kim because she ain't got bars. No one's saying that. We're talking about representation. We're not talking about bars, bro. That's all I'm saying.
What I'm saying is,
you just keeping it on one thing. You're not thinking about every single thing.
What I'm saying is this, and this is this, and it's that. Sexy Red could never be a Kim.
I never said she was a Kim.
So she can't be the mini Kim.
I never said she was a Kim, but I also feel like fucking Nikki could never be Kim. So there you go. It's a like a whatever the fuck that thing is because we opened up the door. You know those things that be on the lights, them light things. I don't know. It's probably gone. It probably left out. Anyways, okay. So like I said, you said something about Nikki, and like I said, you haven't clarified those comments.
I did.
You didn't. What was the clarification? Oh, sorry, you guys.
She's interchangeable with her counterparts.
She's interchangeable with her counterparts?
Yeah.
Damn, what does that mean, bro? Hold on. Okay, what does that mean?
That means if there's somebody out right now that is rapping at the level that she's rapping at, you can be switched. That's what I said.
So you don't have a real reason. You just saying shit.
I gave you my answer.
I understand that that's your answer. She can be switched. You ain't giving me why she can be switched. You're not saying nothing about her motherfucking nothing. Her career, no nothing. Okay, so
I'm saying there's still people there's people that are on her level.
So I'm going to interrupt him, and I'm finna give y'all some real content. I really thought that my husband and give y'all some real content, but obviously he's not. He on bullshit. He ain't talking about a motherfuck thing. He ain't talking about a motherfuck thing that makes sense. Period. Okay? He just saying he just saying shit. He not giving no reason why. He's not motherfucking standing, on what he's saying. None of that shit. Okay, listen. We are going off of Jadakiss list. We're not giving our own personal list. We're going off of Jadakiss's list, okay? That's Queen Latifah, MC Light, Foxy Brown, Little Kim, Nicki. I feel this is supposed to be of all time. First and foremost, we have women who have been rapping for 5 or less years. So I'm guessing in this nigga's mind, this nigga Jadakiss mind, he's not including them because they haven't put in enough work. They haven't been in the industry long enough. So that takes away certain people. That takes away the Gorilla, that takes away the Meg, that takes away the Cardi, that takes away all of them. Okay? So let's get them the fuck up out of here. We're not going to talk about them. We're not adding them onto the list. It's not our personal list. Okay? We're going to work with what we got. So, my opinion, there's 2 on this list that can completely be taken off. That's Foxy Brown, okay? And that's MC Light. I know Foxy for being deaf and running up behind Kim. She can definitely, in my opinion, be taken off this list. MC Light, great rapper. I love her in the little series that she's been in, movies she's been in. She could also get her ass up off the list. I feel like Missy Elliott and the Brat were better rappers than both of those. I wouldn't have an issue with putting both of them on the list. Missy is a for sure on the list. For sure. Okay? Now, we had a conversation regarding the Nicki Minaj situation, which led us into another conversation, and I'm going to lead us right on back into that conversation. We came to a conclusion in agreement that the Brat and Missy could be placed on this list in the place of those 2 females. Okay, so we just gonna leave that alone. Now with the Nicki situation, which he's not speaking of right now, which I don't understand, he brought up the Meg Thee Stallion situation, which he did slightly just now, and then he brought up Kim. Okay, and I brought something to his attention that these 2 artists are not the same. They're completely different. Just like Chris and Kels. Okay? When you ask anyone who is the king of R&B, matter of fact, they had a poll. What was that? Last week, right?
I believe so.
They had a poll last week. The Mount Rushmore, the king of R&B. They had Mike on there. They had Michael Jackson. They had R. Kelly. They had Usher. They had Chris Brown. And who else they had on there?
Wasn't that it?
Was it? No, it was 5 people, wasn't it? Was it like James Brown or Marvin Gaye? It was Marvin Gaye.
Yeah.
It was Marvin Gaye. So everybody was in their feelings like Michael Jackson is not the king of R&B. Michael Jackson is the king of pop. So and then a few people was like Chris is the prince of pop. So yeah, with that being said, this is my feeling. You ask a lot of people, okay, they're going to say automatically that R. Kelly is the king of R&B. And I'm going to say, see here, he said facts. And I'm going to say that's a lie. He isn't. He isn't anymore. He isn't anymore.
The king remains the king.
The king doesn't, though. The king does not remain the king.
Yeah, he does.
No, he doesn't.
He does. He just passes the torch
to a new king.
But so you telling me right now, Kels couldn't drop a #1 R&B banger?
I'm being honest with you. No, not worldwide. Not worldwide. And you know what I'm not gonna say?
What?
It isn't because of his charge. Because Chris can drop a #1 banger worldwide. And we all know what he did.
Look, Chris is R. Kelly Mike mix. He don't count in certain shit.
I will give you that. Chris Brown is a Michael Jackson R. Kelly mix. He is.
But he is still no Kim. I got
And that's the thing. He isn't a Kel. He's better. He's better.
Look, do you want to make a baby to R. Kelly or Chris Brown?
So now we're gonna talk about nigga shit.
This is R&B.
No, baby, that's the problem. That's the problem. I don't want to make no babies to R. Kelly. You already know how I get down. I want to listen to some neo soul. R. Kelly don't make neo soul, boo. Now I can pinpoint some songs of his, but I can also pinpoint Chris. And you know that. And you know that. See, this is the difference between Nicki Minaj and Lil' Kim. Lil' Kim was straight hip hop, straight rap. That's what she was. Nicki Minaj was not. Nicki Minaj was a pop star. She was very poppy. She lost her footing in conversations who's better when she went over there to pop. You understand what I'm saying? When it comes to Chris, some time has passed. Okay? Chris represents a lot of genres. He represents a lot of genres. R. Kelly, he tried. R. Kelly tried that country shit. He even tried some motherfucking Mexican shit. I'm just being honest. R. Kelly tried he tried that rapping shit.
Kel's got bars.
No, he don't. What bars? When he rapped? He just called himself an R&B thug, and that was all. It had half his hair braided. I'm just saying, he tried and it failed. See, Chris tries and he succeeds. He succeeds. Your king,
not real.
Your king has been dethroned. The king of R&B right the fuck now is Chris Brown. It's Chris Brown.
Chris even gonna get that crown because.
Listen, Chris Brown is gonna say it's R. Kelly, but if it's really a crown to have, he's not giving it away. Chris Brown had to work hard for everything he had.
And Megan, that's what I told her. Not about Charlie Wilson, because Charlie Wilson ain't nothing without
Luther. You talking about Luther Vandross?
Yeah, Luther should have been on that Mount Rushmore.
Okay, so there was a lot of people who said that Luther should have been up. Okay, it didn't mess with it. There was a lot of people who said that Luther Vandross most definitely should have been up there. There was a lot of people that said that Mr. Biggs, wasn't that? Ronald Isley should have been up there. There was a lot of people that said that like James Brown should have been up there, stuff like that. Prince. There was a lot of people that said Prince should be up there too. So let's take a moment here. Okay. I agree with my good sis about the Luther Vandross. Most definitely. So now we get into different realms. This is what happened with Jadakiss's list. This is why we quickly took Foxy and MC Light off. Great artists, good music, that era. But when it came down to discography, when it came down to motion, when it came down to presence, when it came down to celebrity, we were able to quickly take them off. This is how I feel about some of the artists that they named that should have been on that Mount Rushmore. We love us some Luther Vandross. We do. But we have to understand that R. Kelly is considered straight. R. Kelly's considered R&B and gospel. Yeah, R&B and gospel. With that being said, if you're thinking about units sold, if you're thinking about concerts, if you're thinking about celebrities, R. Kelly is going to be above a Luther Vandross. This is why he was not on that Mount Rushmore. When you think about all that shit, Michael Jackson beats all of their asses. But Michael Jackson actually was pop. When you think about pop music, Mike is the epitome of it. So Mike would be removed from that Mount Rushmore automatically, just like Foxy's fucking death ass was removed from, the list, from Jada Kiss's list. So we're not even talking about Mike. So if we're not talking about Mike, that means we can't talk about Prince either. It's the same thing with Prince.
Yeah. Prince had a lot of like dancing, popping songs.
So, as an eclectic person musically, I I have a way of putting certain artists in certain categories. Okay? So we know that R&B is rhythm and blues. Okay? So basically anyone who does straight blues like a Johnny Guitar Watson cannot be in that list. A BB King cannot be in that list. Okay? So we have people who do rhythmic music. Um, I feel like an artist like Casey and the Sunshine Band, and I feel that an artist like what is it? Come on, y'all gotta help me because I'm not that old. You know what I'm saying? Garth, some sons of whatever the fuck their name is. It don't matter. It'll come to me. I had it when we were talking about this earlier. But I feel like those type of artists is really like rhythmic artists. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit that happened in the disco area, that's real rhythmic. Right. So like Adonna Summers or something. That type of shit is different. So those people are excluded as well. Okay? Now, soul is different for me. Okay? Soul music is different for me. I just do not consider Marvin Gaye an R&B artist. I don't. He's soul to me.
Old school R&B.
Old school R&B is soul. It's soul and funk, jazz. That's what it is. See, that's what I'm saying. It isn't. I'm telling you, I don't consider it R&B. I consider it soul. And this is why the Chris Brown thing matters.
So, I got a question. Actually, this is
go ahead.
You said Chris is the king of R&B now, right? And he's still a prince of pop.
He's not the prince of shit. He's elevated. He's not the prince of anything.
So he's the king of pop?
No, he's not pop anything. He's the king of R&B. Okay, Bobby, get out the way.
That is
yes, he was.
He was the king of rhythm.
There you go.
But no, Chris is basically an R&B pop artist.
See, boom. I'm happy you said it, love. Have you been paying any attention to what I've been saying?
Yeah.
Marvin Gaye was on the Mount Rushmore. Yeah. He's not an R&B artist. Okay, see, so now you saying he not. I consider him soul. He's a soul artist.
Yeah,
I consider Ronald Isley and the Isley Brothers, soul artists. They are not R&B.
So you don't think Contagious was an R&B song?
No, it's a soul song.
What would you do with an R&B song?
No, it was a soul song.
So you gotta consider R. Kelly a soul artist too, because he wrote those.
No, we don't consider him shit. It doesn't matter what the fuck he wrote. You missing it. That has nothing to do with his fucking discography. We're not talking about that. I mean, if you finna do all of that, then I guess you just take R. Kelly off the motherfucking list because he's connected to Ronald Isley. So what the fuck? Right. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Take him off the list as well for the different stuff, for the influence, for the James Brown influence, for the Little Richard influence. Take him off the list too.
Little Richard is not R&B.
Here we go with this shit.
That's the king of rock and roll.
Sweetheart, there wasn't any of that back then. This is what I'm trying to get you to understand. To make R&B, you're fusing something together that was already there. So how the fuck you gonna say this person and that person, not that? I'm just confused. You haven't listened to what I was saying. The whole point that I was making about these being soul artists and not R&B artists. So why would they be on the Mount Rushmore of R&B?
So
it's rhythm and blues.
So when did the R&B era start? Who would you put on the R&B era?
Okay, so to me, my personal opinion, I feel that the R&B era started in the 90s. All the music that's very similar to what we were hearing in the 90s, but it was low tempo, that was soul, not R&B. We had jazz, we had blues, we had soul, because now we have neo soul, which is different from regular soul. But anyway, we had disco, okay? We have so many genres of music, like now that we didn't have before it. Every generation, there's this new genre. The children told us about the new genres that they have in music now. They have something called Jersey or something. Jersey Bop or whatever the fuck. Some Jersey Kick, Jersey Slam, whatever. They got that, which is actually just a bite off of something that we actually have. I don't even think they call their music techno or house or trance anymore. They call it like core. Like scary core, freaky core, bloody core. I'm just saying, it's music. It's weird. It's some weird things going on with this new generation, man. It's some weird shit, man.
These kids weirdos.
Give me what's that that song that you had me listening to, little boy? What's that genre? The girl. The one who said she put on her boyfriend's sweater. I forgot the name of that song. Yeah, that song that I played on my live. The one who I thought was a dude. The name. BK. BK.
British Knights?
Oh, Tweaking Together, that song?
Tweaking, yes.
That's like hip hop.
Oh, so they're considering that hip hop? Shit ain't no fucking hip hop.
Tweaking Together?
Yes.
Tweaking's a bad thing.
It's called, the song is about them being in a room that's hot as fuck with sweaters on because they on drugs. They tweaking.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, for real though. You know we had ours though. That Thins and shit and X and, yeah, we had ours. They still, yeah. Okay, so Lush. Leggett said, I'm paying attention to like three different things right now. So Leggett said Elvis Presley, it was the ridiculousness of this statement that Leggett said Elvis Presley was the king of rock and roll. Without Elvis Presley, there wouldn't be a king of anything. Like the king of pop or the king of anything. Elvis Presley paved the way for a lot. Do you know you about to get curbed, stomped, legged?
Elvis Presley stole a
Let's
lot.
get her. Hold on, baby. We gotta get her the right way. Let's get our sis the right way.
Let's somebody we just named.
Say whatever you was gonna say.
Little Richard. He was putting out music just like that before Elvis was even a thing. Um, and Elvis stole a lot of his music, and that's a fact.
I love me some Elvis. Sorry to break your heart, but Elvis is what we like to call a biter. Back in those days, the true musicians that composed a lot of the music that everyone loves so much were black. Everything that Elvis did, sung, was an emulation of black people. He took a lot of things from what's his name? You know what? We got to get this historically right. We just can't say it. We gotta do it right.
Talking about, what is it, Chuck Berry?
I believe so.
Um, the dancing and shit like he do. Frankie Lyman did a lot of that.
Correct.
James Brown did a lot of that.
Yep.
His music was James Brownish. And like we said, Little Richard.
So the sad part is that when you look up the history of Mr. Elvis Presley, it's going to tell you a bunch of white people that he got his influence from. We all know that's a lie. Um, there's literally super documentaries that literally show people who were doing music before Elvis even came out, and they're literally the exact moves that Elvis was doing. That man is truly a he's an imposter. He's a yeah, he's a car. She said, "No care, stop it." He's an imposter. He got a lot of his influence off of BB King as well. Later on, like just I, it's because she said it. We weren't ready. You know what I'm saying? Um, we weren't ready for this. So just let me get it right. Let me get it right. Okay, so when you look up certain things, it's gonna tell you that a lot of black artists felt like he stole their music, he stole their swag, um, he just stole his whole existence from black people. And now they would literally tell you that there's a difference between stealing and influence. It doesn't matter if it's influence or not, it's not how you do shit. Rock and roll was not created by, no offense, white people. It was most definitely created by black people. We are very musical people. Um, Maybe one day we'll do a live where we will specifically talk about him basically being a white, in, you know, a white doppelganger of Chuck Berry. I mean, we're gonna just be honest here and just tell the truth. There's a lot of songs that was Chuck Berry's that he did over. Now a lot of people do that in music, but if you're not getting credit for the song, the original song, and someone's remaking the song and they're getting credit for it, that's plagiarism. That's stealing. You know what I'm saying? Um, James Brown is what girl. Yes, everybody loves this. Some James Brown, some Ray Charles. Ooh, my mama love her some Nat King Cole. I don't know not one person that don't like Stevie Wonder. Now, when it comes to that damn that Mount, I was getting there, but when it comes to that Mount Rushmore of R&B, Stevie Stevie's name needs to be put into the hat. But I also feel like Stevie was a soul artist, not an R&B artist. This is the reason why if you're making the top 5 of all time and you leave out a big hunk of people like Jadakiss did by not saying anything about Meg or Cardi or anything like that, you have to make sure that you explain that there are tiers that you are putting people in or in order for you to even evaluate the situation. That's how I'm doing right now with the whole Mount Rushmore situation, and why I'm saying that Chris Brown is the king of R&B. He is no longer the prince of anything. Okay, he isn't. R. Kelly is locked up right now. His musical output has been slowed. His influence is forever.
He just released his his version of Residuals, and we trying to contact Chris Brown for him to release it on his next album with the remix, because that's what we've been waiting for. We want to know who's getting all that money.
I don't I don't want to know who getting any of his money. I don't give a damn about that shit. This conversation is about who's the fucking king.
And Kells is the king.
You ain't made no points as to him being the king. You just keep saying that. You're not making no points.
His music is timeless.
To you?
Period.
To you.
I can play a Kells song right now, and you don't know word for word.
I'm not. It is. I don't like the song you play. She said New Edition, Boys to Men.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of R&B singers I like. Like, I'm a fan of Brian McKnight. Show me how that shit works. Since you didn't bring it to me first.
That's his worst song. It's so embarrassing. That's his worst song, baby.
Tyrese was a great artist.
I think Tyrese was mediocre.
D'Angelo. Well, he's basically Neo soul.
He's soul. Still a good artist. Yeah. All you saying is they're good artists. Still good artists.
Great.
You talking about some greats?
Yeah.
Because if we're talking, okay, so listen, if we're gonna put blues, rhythm, we putting all that shit together. So we just getting everybody out here. Anybody that sing nigga music. You know what I mean? If we're doing that, then that Mount Rushmore is gonna change a lot.
But Kells is still gonna be there.
Kells most definitely will still be up there, and so will Prince. Yes. I also believe I said this. I made a comment. Why is Usher up here?
Yeah, Usher ain't even the king of dancing no more.
So, if you look at my thumbnail, explain to them what my thumbnail is.
Okay. Them is Usher. Usher, I got two problems with. I got one problem with what you did. Because Chris deserves.
Hold on. Leah, what you know about love faces and your side of the bed?
If I snuck up in your bedroom, touch you while you sleep.
What? Hold on, we learning some things, okay? finish. I'm sorry, baby. Go ahead.
Don't forget Jupiter.
Yes, we know Jupiter Love. Anyway, go ahead.
But Mr. Usher Raymond, I respect the fact that you burned up them shoes to pass the torch to Chris Brown. But bruh,
baby, your job was to explain what my thumbnail was.
I did.
You did not.
Those is Usher's shoes. Him and Chris Brown had a dance battle. And Chris Brown beat that ass like a newborn baby. And he set his shoes on fire to pass the torch to Chris.
Pass the torch?
Yeah.
Fucking A. He ain't had no fucking torch.
He did.
Shit, no, he didn't.
Genuine and Usher never battled.
I don't give a damn. Usher didn't have torch,
he got
bro.
The blessing from Mike.
Not, what?
Yeah.
What?
That dancing torch is passed, man.
Listen. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. If you don't put that back, no, sir. Listen. He said that Michael Jackson passed the dancing torch to Usher.
He did.
So, you mean to tell me that Mike decided to pass up Bobby Brown?
Yes.
He didn't pass up Bobby Brown. He passed up Hammer?
Yes, Hammer's a rapper.
No, Hammer is a dancer, baby. He's also a dancer.
He's a rapper.
You really, truly need to go back and refresh yourself on MC Hammer.
I'm not saying he didn't dance. Hammer can dance his ass off.
Usher is an R&B singer. Like, what are you talking about? Boy, don't do that. As I will say again, you mean to tell me that Mike passed up all these people to pass his torch? He held on to a torch and decided to pass it to a nigga that wasn't a better dancer than him?
Look, he was the next best dancer.
Okay, so he passed up people like, you know what I'm saying?
Hammer was doing his thing while Mike was still out there.
I think Mike was still out there when Usher was performing as well.
No, Mike
He was.
Like 10 years in between albums.
No.
Look.
So, no Genuine.
He ain't battle Usher.
He doesn't need to battle Usher. Who the fuck was Usher? He's a kid.
Usher was that dancing ass.
You know what I'm saying? So he passed up Diddy. Doing a Diddy bop.
Everybody passed that nigga.
Doing a Diddy bop. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga had baby oil on his chest trying to dance with niggas telling him to take that. And niggas wasn't trying to dance with him.
But no, for real though. Look, MC Hammer was a goddamn dancer, bro. He danced his ass off. Okay? All them groups, they made them groups dance. They made them dance.
Yeah, and look, can't nobody dance like Chris Brown.
Of course not.
Can't nobody sing like Eddie Kane.
I'm tired of him. Y'all.
But listen to what I'm saying though. It's the Usher at one point became the Prince of Pop.
But
and he's a dancing ass Prince of Pop.
But so when was Usher? When was Usher the Prince of R&B?
He never was.
Right, he never was.
Because nigga, he was battling with the fucking king of R&B. I
think that would make him the prince. I think that would make him slide in easier to being the prince.
You can be a prince when you old as fuck. Ain't no, well, unless you.
See, you ain't making no sense. No.
Look,
no.
Chris is the prince of R&B. The prince of pop. He's the king of pop because Mike is gone. There ain't no more Mike.
So this is my thing.
R. Kelly is in the box,
baby.
So
how come you don't understand that pop music? White people do it too. Why in the hell would he be the king of pop?
Who?
Chris.
Because I think it's even outside something.
No. I get that, but you're kind of wrong there. The whole calling Michael Jackson the king of pop is because he actually was the king. He actually outsold and was loved all over the world, and none of them other pop white artists fucked with him. Chris is not in that same category. He's not there when it comes to the poppy shit. He's not there with the pop music, baby. He does pop, yes. But if anything, he's definitely the king of R&B. I love me some fucking Vanilla Ice.
All I know is that young boy doing shows across the pond, as they say.
Everyone is doing shows across the pond.
And they all sold out.
That's not hard to do. When you're a big artist, it should be very easy, but that doesn't mean anything. Like Taylor Swift does that too. So like I said, that doesn't mean anything. What I'm telling you is that, okay, yes, with the position that he's in right now, yes, okay, Mike is gone. We probably can give him the crown of the king of pop. We probably can at this point. Um, some of them pop artists that fell off, you know what I'm saying, like that good old Justin Bieber, they done fell the fuck off and shit. But I also feel like he can easily slide on in there. That was my shit too. And take that King of R&B crown. I understand that R. Kelly is still alive and still making music.
That nigga ain't making shit. But
he made that residual shit. But like I said, he's still able to sell music and all that other shit. Oh my God, girl. Beat it, girl. I heard you. I just didn't laugh. Here you go. It's because she was, yeah. Damn, we need to laugh real for you? Yeah. So you can feel secure? So anyway. That's what we doing now? So anyway. But yeah. The work that Chris has been putting in, he has dethroned the king. Okay? Look, give it to him. Look, I ain't disrespecting him.
My homeboy, he gonna be back one day. And we gonna have that last album. And it's gonna do numbers.
Is it now?
Yep, and Chris gonna be on the album with him.
Okay.
And it's gonna be produced by Diddy.
Okay, so
let's have this greatest rapper debate, shall we?
I was about to go. Okay. You talking about males? Mm-hmm. Okay, so you want to do the male shit. Okay, let's go.
Let me hear who you
Are we doing 5?
Yeah.
You gotta go first.
Nah, you go first.
Why? Why am I going first?
Ladies first. I'm a gentleman.
No, you go first. You brought it up.
No, so I'm letting you go.
No.
You need a second?
I do.
Okay.
Okay. Ever?
Yeah.
Or alive?
Of all time.
Because, we have to say that when it comes to the niggas.
Of all time.
Of all time. Yeah. Dead and alive.
Dead and alive.
First of all, Pac's one.
Of course.
Okay.
Say less.
Motherfuckers is gonna be mad if y'all watching this because somebody gonna be left off my list. But Pac is one. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Listen, I'm sorry.
It
I
ain't
just
gotta be in
can't.
order.
I want mine in order. I get it. I understand y'all like him, but my tiers, my criteria is different. So I just can't put him up that high. So yeah, Pac is one, Wayne is two, Eminem is three, Jay is four, and man, five is kind of hard for me. It's easy for me to pick a five, but then I would kind of be lying to myself if I picked him as five. Damn. T.I. five.
What? Okay.
But you said what?
I totally
Disagree. I know.
In order.
Five is just. I just threw that on there.
Okay. So I'm gonna list mine.
I don't want to, take too much time. But go. Girl, Biggie ain't fucking five. Girl.
Pop, of course. Wayne. M.
Okay. I totally agree with my list. Nigga, that's my list.
Andre 3000. How many is that? That's four.
Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. No.
And Jay.
Okay. So, listen to me now. That's basically my list. Only person that you put on there was Andre. Okay. So, look, I got to keep it real about this Andre motherfucking shit. Nigga, like I said, my criteria, my tiers, all that shit is different. I be on some different shit when I'm picking who the fuck I want in my top five. I'm not thinking about likability or none of that shit, okay? I'm thinking about what the fuck you sold, your influence, your bars, all that shit. I cannot put Andre 3000 over T.I. Sorry. I can't, but I don't like T.I. I like Ludacris better than T.I. I felt like Ludacris would eat motherfucking T.I. up in a motherfucking battle. I'm just keeping it real. I just can't put Ludacris on there because his discography is not as great as T.I.'s. You know what I'm saying? Ludacris left music and went to the movie shit. Just like Andre 3000, he left and went to the movie shit at first, and now Big Boy has done it too. Because it's money there. You know what I'm saying? It's better than doing the music shit. I'm going to address the elephant in the room. Biggie is not on my top 5 list. Biggie is also not in my top 10. Biggie was not alive long enough to be in my top 5 or my top 10. I feel like his influence is great because he dead, okay? And because there was beef with a nigga that was that nigga. Pac was that nigga.
Yeah, but because of his influence, you gotta put him in the top 10.
My thing is, if that's how it works because of his influence, then why Dre ain't up there? Him and now.
Dr. Dre?
Dr. Dre. Why would Dre not be up there?
Because Dre is top 5 producer.
Producer, he rapped, my nigga, and he danced too.
But
he was doing this. He was doing this. He was doing this. He was doing this. He was doing that. If we gonna do that, if we gonna put influence up there, if that's what it's gonna be about, Diddy need to be up there. Diddy need to be up there.
If you say Q, yeah, Diddy ain't top 10.
Nigga, what the fuck is you talking about? If you're banking shit off of influence, Diddy need to be up there.
Then Snoop and fucking Ice Cube need to be up there.
Not Ice Cube, probably Snoop. Yes.
Nigga, before there was a Snoop, nigga.
We said influence. That's it.
Ice Cube's a part of the influence was Drake.
We not saying who's a part of anything. We talking about how big these niggas is.
Nigga, Ice Cube is huge.
Still, Ice Cube ain't huger than anybody we just named. So what are you talking about? I mean, to be honest with you, if that's the fucking case, like...
When it comes to rap, he's bigger than Drake.
Sweetheart. Rap. He's not. Because Dr. Dre is a fucking producer. It's impossible for him to be bigger than him.
What you say on the...
Producing is rap. What are you talking about? It's music.
You talking about the beat. I've already said
huh? Producer. Listen, you have missed what I said.
Timberland needs to be up there.
Like, listen, you have this is what I'm saying. You have missed what I said. Dr. Dre is a rapper turned producer.
No. He was a producer. He was a DJ turned.
That nigga was a dancer, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about? You don't even know what the hell you talking about. That nigga was motherfucking background fucking dancing and shit. Fuck out of here, nigga. Listen, we do not care about him being a DJ or a motherfucking hip-hop star dancing, okay? With the tight-ass suits on. We don't care. What I'm telling you is that the nigga was rapping. Do you understand? So if you're going to do all that and you're going to talk about influence and all that shit, Dr. Dre most definitely will be up there in the top 5. He is still influential right the fuck now.
As a producer.
I don't think that matters.
It
as a producer, no, he's influential in music.
True. Because he does.
I'm just confused. Our criteria is not the same.
Everybody we name, their own album sales, not who's their producer, they gonna fucking sell.
Look, you don't have no numbers in front of you. So what you talking about? You don't have no numbers in front of you. All you doing is speaking. Do you not realize who the fuck you're talking to? Look at the conversation that you have. Look at who you're having a conversation
Drake's
with.
not outselling a little way.
Dre was only put in there because I said if you're talking about influence with the Andre 3000 thing, then Dre might as well be up there too.
I'm saying
I was saying that your pick was stupid.
I'm saying Andre 3000 because I just like it slow.
Because somebody else said that shit.
Nah.
Shit.
So my opinion is something like, wow.
No. Wow? It's the truth. It was a huge thing that Andre 3000 was put on that list. It happened. Period. I'm not saying that that's not your pick. I'm saying you might have been influenced.
No.
Okay. So don't talk shit about me saying T.I.
I didn't talk shit.
I'm just saying.
But you trying to say somebody else gave me my opinion.
Question. So you picking a nigga from a group?
Yes, from a group.
Okay. What about Easy? Easy suck. Easy suck.
Easy was influencing, but he couldn't rap the shit. He was rapping other people's shit and was fucking it up.
Easy suck. Okay. But no, for real though. Hear me now. If the movement was the influence, that nigga was just a face. So hear me now. Real quick. So Andre 3000, the nigga that was in a group. So you like his wordplay.
Yeah.
You like his cadence.
Yeah.
You like his ideas.
Yeah.
So my husband said that he like niggas that wear blonde wigs and tight ass pants and shit.
I don't like no niggas.
No, that's not what I meant. I meant like music.
Lil Wayne got dreads falling out his head.
That's not the same thing. But no, I was just being funny because I love me some fucking Andre 3000. But to put him in top, listen, you cannot put this nigga Andre 3000. And yes, I'm gonna go against what was it, Source, and I'm going against all these niggas. You cannot put Andre 3000 in that top 5 list. Sorry, you can't. Even though he had his own, he is still one half of Outkast. Okay. You cannot put him in that list.
Big F.
Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. Yeah.
Because it ain't about longevity, it ain't about nothing. It's about straight bars.
It isn't. My list is not about straight bars.
I'm talking about for me. This is my list.
This is greatest of all time.
It is my opinion.
No, baby, it's not about it being your opinion. It has to be based on something. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then let's start 50.
Your opinion, hold on. Your opinion is based just, hold on. If your opinion is based on bars, right? Then you lying to yourself.
How?
I swear you are.
How am I lying to myself?
It's based on bars.
Yes. And everybody I named got bars.
I am so sick and tired of all these Negroes doing this. I'm so sick and tired of it. Okay, so I'm gonna make 2 points. If what you saying is true, why is Jay on the list?
Jay does have some bars. Jay does have bars.
I'm not saying that he don't. Why would he be? See, this is what I'm saying. That coddling this big lip nigga. I don't understand. Why are y'all coddling this camel face ass dude, bruh?
Jay?
We talking about the East Coast. That's what we talking about. You said bars. You spitting all on Nas. You spitting on Rakim. You spitting on that other big lip ass nigga. What was that big lip ass nigga name? Big nose and shit.
You talking about Craig Mack?
Craig Mack, baby, no. Oh my God.
You said big nose, big lip ass nigga.
KRS-One.
Oh.
You're spitting on all of them. Look, he don't tell the truth. Y'all should see his face. You spitting on all of them. That nigga Jay-Z is a carbon copy of most of the niggas that I fucking just named. He's a goddamn doppelganger. Why do y'all coddle this ugly mug, camel face ass, humpback ass, big wide eyes, nose, lips, cheeks, everything, long face nigga?
Jay got some of the biggest songs of the 99 and 2000.
And you know what's so crazy? You just said that Jay got some of the biggest songs of the 99 and 2000. And we know the early 9 to the middle of the 9, a nigga by the name of Timberland and a bitch by the name of Missy ran that shit. Nigga, motherfuckers like So Def and Bad Boy was running shit. All I'm telling you.
Nigga, are you
yes, baby.
So you wasn't dusting
all
off
I'm telling you. Baby, I don't like Jay-Z. I don't like that song. See, that's what I'm saying. You know this. That get that dirt off your shirt. I hate that song. You already know. When it comes to Jay, you know the songs I like. You know I like nigga what? Nigga who? You know I like that shit. You motherfucking know that I like Big Pimpin'. You know that I like Excuse Me Nick. Okay? I love that fucking song that he motherfucking did with Foxy. That Alexander O'Neal, you know what I'm saying, remake. I like Song Cry. I gotta be honest.
I ain't gonna lie, that's one of my favorites.
I like Hard Knock Life. I'ma be honest. Look, not his shit. I listen. I will give Jay some shit. I love that nigga's verse. on Bun B song. I forgot the name of it, goddamn it. Um, I think it's Get Thrown. I love that nigga verse on that. And that song that R. Kelly did that We Ride with him and Nori. Yes. I love Jay-Z verse on that
I ain't gonna
song.
lie. I'm a fan of Best of Both Worlds.
I mean, I'm gonna give you that. You know I don't fuck with it. But I like niggas in Paris. Look. That nigga in Ye was a force. Look, I don't give a fuck. You're not hearing what I'm saying, okay? You know I don't like that nigga. You know I don't like Jay-Z. I'm not a Jay fan at all.
Nigga said Jay was stealing Biggie bars. And you know what his response was?
What?
If I say a big verse, I'm only bigging up my brother. I'm big enough to do it. I'm bigging up my borough. Plus, I'm thorough. Plus, I know my own flow is foolish. Like,
Listen, that's the corny stuff. You ain't making no sense to me. I'm not a nigga, baby. I'm a female. That's not going to change my mind. That the camel is doo-doo. I mean, he ain't doo-doo, but...
You said Wayne. You didn't like Wayne. I had to put you on the Wayne.
First off, let's be clear. You can't put me on nobody that's from where the fuck I'm from. So anyway, that's not the point. The point is young Wayne. Listen, I love you some Juvie. Juvie, I love you. I love you some Juvie, and you already know. You know what I'm saying? Family ties. Family ties is what it is. I am related, okay, to BG. That's not the point, but you know, when Wayne did that whole transition, he was getting that shit from, you know what I'm saying, up yonder and stuff like that. It was some corny shit he was saying. So it wasn't really my cup of tea, but I did grow into him. You know that. I grew into him and you helped me grow into him. You really did.
What's your favorite line?
My favorite line that of Lil Wayne's, like, period. What you finna say? I got two.
Say the first one. Say them both.
No, you tell me what I'm finna say, because I don't think it's gonna be the same thing.
What's that song with him and Juicy J?
Oh, you know what one of them is from it, but which line you think?
I can't think of the line right now, but I know you know which one I'm talking about.
From hit it from the side like a motherfucking bass drum. Yeah. That's my shit. That line, right? Yeah, that's my shit. But I also like you know I like that all rest gotta die. Even that's funny. You know that was my shit. Yeah. You know that's my shit. But I also liked his line in D when the nigga said he was trying to figure out why Sean wasn't getting enough shine. Is it because he ain't what he said? Is it because he don't bang? He bang, he don't have tattoos. He not throwing up signs, will let me throw mine. Yeah. That's one of my favorites.
See, and I go further back in line because you know I'm a big fan, and it was just his bars. Like I will tumble you, tumble dryer. I gargle gumbo and spit jumbo lion. I'm fresh up out the kitchen with that Richard Pryor. Yeah, I keep his stomach on prior. Holler to me, I was getting money. I done fucked up the
Look, this is like the seventh lyric this nigga done recited, and he ain't even making no points on nothing, y'all.
Wayne's bars. It's crazy.
They're stupid too.
They're not.
Kevin.
Now, let me just.
Lil Wayne has a whole song with nothing but stupid ass bars.
What song are you talking about?
He has multiple.
Name me one.
Lollipop. Now, that's my song though. But yeah, Lollipop. What the fuck is he talking about? The fuck is he talking about? So you don't think it's stupid, Mrs. Officer? Please tell the lieutenant get them handcuffs off you. Dumb stupid nigga.
That wasn't even his verse.
Still stupid nigga.
That wasn't his verse though.
Baby, that don't matter. That's dumb. Why he even let that shit slide?
Because that's his homie's bar.
That shit's stupid.
He was talking about how he was fucking with the cop.
Like a cop car.
Huh?
That was a damn song, baby. But everybody liked it. That was a stupid ass song, baby. It wasn't. That shit was stupid. That shit was stupid. That shit was stupid. That shit was
like
stupid.
Yeah,
baby, that shit was stupid. That shit was stupid, man. For real. It was. It was.
I'll make you say.
Listen. That goddamn No Love song. That's a accumulation of some of his hardest bars. When you out rap Mr. Eminem, yeah, you do that shit. He out rapped him.
He did.
He did. He did. For sure.
And you know that song was a big controversy. They say Wayne's verse is already laid. He sent it to Eminem and got it back. And he was like, "Oh, nigga, you ain't finna outrap me." And then he sent it back to Eminem. And then Eminem was like, "Nah, nigga, you can't outrap me." And he sent it back to Wayne, so they kept going back and forth until they agreed on each other's verses.
I mean, shit. But yeah, like with Wayne clear-minded and shit, yeah, he gonna out-rap you, man. Sorry. You're a gimmick rapper. And see, that's what really pisses me off about y'all with this Eminem shit. I put Eminem in my list because I can't deny the influence. I look at categories and tiers. I can't deny it. So I have to put him in the list. I like you know what I'm saying? He's not my top. He's not my top when it comes to the white rappers, okay? I love me some Logic, and that nigga ain't even white. But I'm just saying.
Look.
I would prefer some Logic.
Vanilla Ice and
I love me some Vanilla Ice.
Made it possible for Eminem, but
you talking about Beastie Boys?
Yeah. But what Eminem did? Eminem can rap. A lot of his raps be weird as hell. I give you that. But toe to toe with some greats, Eminem holds his own, and he out raps some of them.
So I mean, can we just be honest for a second? I would really love some examples of Eminem out rapping some of the greats. I would love an example of that instead of just somebody saying it. Number one. Number two, I am so lost here how all of these men feel so crazy and are scared of homosexuality, but they love them some Eminem, and he's talking about licking ass and shit like that. Licking men's asses. I'm a little confused because none of this makes sense to me. So y'all can't get with homosexuality when it comes to certain people. Like, you'll be real quick to say, I don't listen to no damn Young Thug. Like, he wear dresses and all this other stuff. But you will listen to Eminem. And he's talking about sitting his booty hole on somebody's face. Shit's weird, bruh. It's weird, y'all.
They make the songs niggas like from Eminem.
Sweetheart, he is an artist. He comes as a package. He comes as a whole. No. Yes, he does. He most definitely does.
I don't have to like everything you do. I don't. But like I said, my list is based off lyrics.
Right. My list is based off lyrics. Okay? But the camel is there.
The camel's gonna be there.
The camel.
Can I put a Nas?
Why would the camel be there?
Because his bars have been there. Like, he done got showed up busting niggas like Nas and Eminem, but
This nigga said two people, y'all. This nigga got his whole style from other folks. Baby,
he was in
the
your list
nigga,
too, but
hold
you
on, hold on,
talking
hold on, hold
shit.
on. I know, but hold on. Baby, the nigga got showed up by fucking Pimp C.
He did.
You feel me? Don't forget him, okay? Don't forget him. Andre 3000 had Andre 3000 standing in the goddamn banquet hall getting married. Niggas was telling him don't do it, keep your heart three stacks. Everybody in that song got showed the fuck up. Not PNC. Let's be real. Everybody in that song got motherfucking out rap by PNC.
Nah, that's what.
Listen, y'all, go and look it up. You can look it up yourself. Hear me now. And I promise you, if you can find a performance of Big Pimpin' when Pimp C was alive, okay, it ain't gonna be no different. It really isn't. It isn't gonna be no. It's not gonna be no different. Everybody mumbles that whole song until they get to Pimp C part. Jay-Z has performed. Oh, excuse me, losing my voice. Jay-Z has performed this song. He still does. Jay-Z has performed this song at his fucking shows. He will skip his own fucking part and go straight to Pimp C's part. A part that ain't his. He will be rapping it and the entire crowd will lose it and be rapping it too. A whole nigga showed you up in your whole song. And this was before, if I'm not mistaken, I think this was even before he had passed.
Yeah.
We love that part in that song.
Because remember, he was in the video.
Yeah.
And they went on tour with him.
This is what I'm saying. They had an issue. It was some beef that happened with that. If I'm not mistaken, they stopped fucking with Jay because of Dame. Dame had something. Yeah, Dame had something to do with that. I don't know, this little sliding motherfucker. He had something to do with that, and there was some beef going on with that. But all I'm telling you is that
Jay wasn't the money nigga. Jay was just the face behind it.
Well, I think at that time it was more transitioning. Cause it wasn't too long after that nigga Dame was but, for real.
It was a good 5-10 years between that.
I said not too long. Moves was being made behind the nigga back. We know that. This nigga that came out and said this shit multiple fucking times. You feel me? So, this is some shit we know. All I'm saying is that it's plenty of people that got showed up on their own songs. That don't make them no great ass lyricists or better than the next person. That's all I'm saying. I'm most definitely saying that Big would not be on my list for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like
Big
Jay.
Top 10. I can give him top 10, but not top 5. I ain't gonna
Jay.
lie, LL no, I top 5 too.
Like Jay-Z is gonna be in my list because, like I told you guys, I do it on tiers. I do it on certain categories. I'm not just looking at shit like my husband. He's just looking at lyrics. And even I feel like even with him just looking at lyrics, I don't understand why Jay even up there. I don't get it. But like I said, he's in mine because it's an overall thing. It's the influence. It's the discography. It's the units sold. It's all of that. You know what I mean? It's the popularity, the celebrity, it's all of that shit that I'm counting. That's why he's in mine. But if it was just my personal one, he most definitely wouldn't be in it. I'm just going to be honest. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? My husband liked to think he know music, but all he know is R. Kelly. He loves some R. Kelly.
Let's get it straight. A lot of the songs An artist we know here came from one. You know about them because of me.
I don't know why the fuck I would know about anybody from here. The fuck out of here. Who is these people? No, let me shut up. That's disrespectful.
I'm gonna take your Vegas pass,
No, you ain't. I'm more Vegas than you are.
Yeah.
I am. I'm more Vegas than you are, baby.
I'm so Vegas.
I'm so Vegas as well. More than your ass. Nah. Shit. I definitely am. Been that.
I'm so Vegas, I started the trip.
But you only did it because you felt like you could because you were born and raised here. But nigga, you ain't no more Vegas than I am. Okay? Shit.
I'm so Vegas, my birth certificate say this motherfucker.
I don't give a fuck. I'm so Vegas, all my baby's birth certificates say this motherfucker. What you talking about? That don't mean nothing. You can have your birth certificate say this bitch. You still ain't more Vegas than I am.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, let's be honest. You can't tell me how to smooth get certain places in this motherfucker, but this is your city.
I know how to get everywhere.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Especially not on me. No, you don't.
Where don't I know how to go?
No, you don't. A lot of places. You don't.
You're a damn liar.
You don't. You don't. You don't, boo. You don't.
Unless it's in Kentucky. In the city of Los Angeles.
I've been through Kentucky.
I don't fuck around over there. Like
and there you go. There
you go.
What the fuck is you talking about? It don't need to be. It don't need to be.
In Vegas, ain't nowhere. I don't know how to go.
All right.
Or where to go.
Navigate me right now through Southern Highlands. Yeah, shut your ass up. Shut your ass up. Navigate me now through Mounds Edge.
That's a new area.
Shut your ass up. That's not a new area.
It is.
Who almost said something?
That's not original Vegas.
What do you mean original Vegas? Everywhere is built up. It's original ground, nigga. It's the same ground that was motherfucking there when you was a baby. It's the same ground. What are you talking about?
Desert when I was a baby.
Same desert when you was a baby. There was one point where this shit was desert.
Not when I was a baby. Not when I was little.
You wouldn't know that. And I'm gonna be honest with you, you wouldn't. You want to play that game? You want to do that? You want to do that? Most of this was.
Most of what?
Most of this was.
No,
it was.
It was.
It was. My bad. No. 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 First off, Kevin's about to ruin the live. But go ahead. Look up what you need to look up. You's about to ruin the live. How can you not tell me? If you say it was, how come you don't know what it was? 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 Huh? You not so Vegas, baby. You not so Vegas. Question. You are not so Vegas. We're just waiting here.
I can't find
It just didn't exist. That's why you can't find it. It never existed. You done?
it.
Is you done?
Yeah.
Okay. So, we have come to the end of our life. I'm sorry, I'm hungry. We made all this food and I haven't eaten anything. We appreciate everyone who has joined us as usual. We love you guys. Wouldn't be able to do this without you. We thank everyone for your support. Are we about to binge? Lady, you better go get you some other. Um, where the drink at? Okay, that's for you. No? Okay. What are you doing, lady? As always, stay safe in those streets, those YouTube streets. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a lovely night. Do I want to go out with the outro? Yeah, why not? Mwah, 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 mwah. Smooches.